It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. And it comes your way next.
So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Alongside my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and this is a matchup, Brock, that we may see many, many times in the future of this league. A couple of rookie starters leading their offenses at quarterback.
And that really does make it a measuring stick game for both of them, Kate. Rookie quarterbacks in the draft, they're always linked to each other from the moment they're tabbed the starters in their first season. And then when you get to look across and you get to play one, you know that both of them want to be the one who leads their guys to a win, because that's a victory that'll be talked about, well, for the rest of their rookie season and beyond.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Tyler Scott now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Caleb was one of the most hyped prospects ever out of college football, and I'm not speaking out of turn or any hyperbole there. It's why he was the #1 pick. And you put on his highlight reel, Kate, you can put that highlight reel against anybody the last 50 years. The way that he creates and extends plays, the ways that he can run and still sling it totally off platform and off balance all over the field. He also does it with a flair and eccentricity that is unique and really not common coming into the league as well. A superstar in the making.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Connects on the crosser. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, Williams. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders get the football on the first turnover of the contest. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the 2-time MVP, Jaden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. And man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Samuel comes in motion left. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Scott now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bears offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
1st down, here's Swift. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Williams. Connecting on a slant. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. A handoff left for Swift. Works the sideline inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears reach pay dirt for the first time this game. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. He saw that running lane pretty early. You could tell a quick burst got him to it, through it, and then into a foot race down the field.
And there's the challenge defensively. With a group that has this much speed and athleticism, you're late for just a second. You lose your eyes for just a second, Kate, and he is gone once he touched the 2nd level.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears tie this game 7-7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Ball at the 33 for first down. Play fake here, Daniels. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field, incomplete. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And that'll bring up second down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Defense showing blitz, Daniels. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Out of the gun, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. That's taken in by Samuel. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's an option play to the left. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it'll be 3rd down.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. He's got it! And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Now Daniels off the play action. Has it in close. Touchdown, Washington. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Williams from the gun. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10 from the 41. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Going run again with Swift. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Pickup of 6, and now they've got 3rd and 7. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. option to the left side. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Tackle made by Von Miller. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
3rd down, here's Williams. Moore's got it! And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. He'll get this to Samuel. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They've got 1st down from the 31. They're going play action. Caught, nice gain left side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
2nd and 6 now. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down. And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Ertz reels it in. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Complete out to the right. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Hits him on the out route. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an out cut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Receiver in motion, going left. Robinson goes up and over for the touchdown. The Commanders take a 13-point lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Williams to throw on 1st. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
1st and 10 from the 41. Now Williams. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
1st down, Williams. Forced out to his right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Offense to the line for second down. Trying again following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Williams to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. From 37 yards in the right hash. Carney's kick is good, and that'll get him back to 11.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Commanders ready to get their offense out there for the final time in the first half. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone, but through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. On 1st down, here's Daniels. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Bears are going to get the football inside the enemy 40. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They have time to look to the end zone first here before they send the field goal unit out. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down throw by Williams. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 3 now. Williams from the gun. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Williams on the play action. He's got it near the 8. And in for the Chicago touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated just like the quarterback.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears cut the lead down to 4. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. Well, that brings us to the midway point of this one. The Commanders enjoying a nice little lead here on the road. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the 3rd quarter. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's taken in by Samuel. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Hit made by TJ Edwards.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 31. It's taken in by Eckler. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That's why these coaches get paid, Kate, what they get paid. You got to make adjustments. That's a different look of defense than the one we saw in the first half. And you got to keep fighting, keep scratching, keep clawing, because that effort is going to be key here the rest of the way.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it's going to be Bears football. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Moore's got it! And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate, but the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's into the hands of Moore. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. One in behind center with Swift. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They'll try and take an option left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Here's Williams. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he'll go down here at the 16.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 16. Pass cut by Smythe. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Out of the pistol, Williams. Pass it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Swift goes up and over for the touchdown. The Bears grab the lead on their first series of the half. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Brock, we all use literally far too often these days, and sometimes in the wrong context, but this guy has literally driven his team to a lead here. His 2nd score puts him in front in this 2nd half.
Yeah, and hopefully some of that determination, that want to, he showed on that run could seep over to his defenders who are right now buckling up with a newly acquired lead. That way the next time he takes the field, well, that lead will still be on the board.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears push their lead to 3. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Returnable from the 2. Returns looking good so far. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Ball at the 33 for first down. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, Daniels. Complete, it's McLaurin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Daniels on first down. Short pass brought in. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Stopped by Grady Jarrett.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, Daniels to the air. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Samuel comes in motion left. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked by T.J. Edwards. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Quarter. So we're through 3 here. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Staying grounded with Swift. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. Able to get it to Moore. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Oh, they're going option to the left side on 2nd. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
3rd down, here's Williams. That's caught for the first. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Throwing now off play action. Pass caught by Adunze. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
Quarterback never stared down the receiver, but he kept his eyes downfield until he found that open window as that crossing route finds and beats zone coverage.
On the give, it's Swift. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league, but that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Williams from the gun. Got his target at Zacchaeus. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commander's territory.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd and just 2 to go. On the carry, it's Swift. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Williams on the play action. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, no doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown when the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right there.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears make it a 10-point ball game. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now Daniels off the play action. He has the first over the middle. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Scott now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really being the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the bootleg. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. So that brings up 2nd down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. This one taken in by Zacchaeus. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east to west routes, just get that first down on these critical third down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. No return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's on the move. He's running with it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Daniels from the pistol. Quick slant to Samuel. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Brought in right side by McLaurin. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. He gets this one to McLaurin. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Here he is to throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Back to throw. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Connects on the crosser. He's got it in the red zone. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down. Daniels now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Bears come away with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.